Hey gamers, version 50 is out of Lethal Company and we have got so much to cover today. We're going to make it as short as possible and cover as much information as possible, and we have no patch notes as of yet. So we'll make it as short as possible. We have played quite a few hours of Lethal Company and we have figured out quite a bit. So let's get into this. So we've had 3 new moons and even 3 new monsters. So we're going to go on with the monsters first. The main one being the Butler. Now the Butler is the new indoor monster. That is the big one. So the Butler, basically what it does, it singles you out from your friends. What do I mean by this? Well, when your friends go and grab some loot and you guys split up, well, it'll look around to see if your friends are nearby, and if they're not, it'll get out its knife and it'll start murdering you. Now, if you successfully kill it, it will drop a knife, but also spawn a new monster called the Hornet, or the tape Hornets? Mask Hornets? That's it. Mask Hornets. There we are. And basically, they will chase you around the map like the electric bees, but indoors. Now, these monsters are worth just leaving alone. They're a hassle to deal with, and the loot's not really worth it. But I've got some gameplay showing you how deadly they can be. And if you're dealing with other monsters, I can imagine how much of a pain in the ass they can be. So we both stand at each corner of the room, and they go have a look around, see the guys on the stairs, and wait for him. He's breaking line of sight, knife out, and look, he's coming straight for me. And he puts his knife back in, because my teammate was there. And now for our next monster, the Lost Bird. The Lost Bird acts like a giant, it patrols, but it can also fly up into the sky. Not only that, once you're spotted, it tries to grab you, it can even burn you, it can even stomp on you, and mostly it shoots missiles at you. It's basically like a super buffed up giant, but in this patch they also did nerf the giant, I believe, and it can be killed. But I would say it's one of the most high threat targets outside the facility at the moment. You have got to stay clear of this thing. If it hits you, the missiles don't do damage, but Jesus Christ, it can knock you to places you have never seen before. So be careful this one. Now for our new maps. Oh my god, don't even get me started. We've got one reworked map, which I will start with straight away. Dine has been reworked and looks like this now. Here's the fire exit, here's the main, and here is the ship. So looking very unique. It has changed up from rend, and they look not even identical by one bit. And there's new snow quicksand, which people are falling into now. So Dine's got a few threats, and there's a lot of hills, there's a lot of stuff to break vision, so can't wait to see what actually impacts it. I've also heard thumpers have been removed from the loot pool, and the new old birds and dogs and even giants are on that map as well. Now for our new map, which came with the update, adamants. Not adamantus or whatever I was calling it, but adamants. So I predicted on stream, twitch.tv/CapR, and yeah, I was right. I was completely right. It is uphill and downhill. So you've got the middle bit, which has a cabin to hide in for like giants and the mechs. You also have the like slopes going up and slopes going down. One up to ship, one also up to the facility. So you go downhill and uphill either way. Which is really cool. Fire exit off to the side, it's hidden, but here is a little diagram showing of everything. But yeah, a really cool map. It isn't valuable yet. I was seeing ducks going for like 3 credits. I don't know if that is like an issue with like the loot itself there, but it's like tight in a way. There's a lot of spawns there, there's a lot of risky stuff, and I feel like we should get at least like more loot spawns in there. Because it is a big map, there's a lot which spawned already. Like, there's a lot which spawns in the morning. Like, we were in there, we got in there at 10, and there's a slime, a cool head, and a thumper. So, it seems to be a high risk, high reward moon, but it doesn't even feel like that. The loot is atrocious in there. Now, for our Easter egg map. So it's called Artifice, and it is an S++ moon. Oh my god, this moon is absolutely insane. So many gold bars, so many things which actually weigh you down as well. And it is a jetpack map. Oh my god, the jetpack has finally got its own map, and it looks insane. I'm not even joking. It looks absolutely mental. So you've got 4 warehouses, which you hide from the new old birds if they spot you. But it's a mansion layout, like, kind of map. The fire exit's right next to it as well. But you've got to kind of dodge these new mechs. And yeah, it is a lot more difficult than you think. The gold bars like weigh you down so much, and you move at really slow speed, so you're constantly like dodging them, the missiles. You gotta go and pick up the gold bars. You got to put them in the ship as well. It is difficult. It should be like a jetpack map. I don't know what it's going to do in terms of meta, but let's see what Bread comes out with a high quota. Oh, I got 20k quota. Don't worry, Bread. I'm going to beat you someday. But yeah, I cannot wait to get onto this map and try it. It's literally Titan, but like 10 times better, and a lot more monsters and threat levels on there. So yeah, can't wait for that. Now for a map which I'm not sure is fish. It's called Embryon. Embryon is like a secret map. I'm not sure what it's doing, to be honest. It looks to be a unfinished amethyst wasteland, but it has so many old birds. Literally, there's about like 20, 30 of them, and they all activate if they're in eclipse like already. So there's already a few walking around. It's absolutely mad. It's chaos. You only get like 400 in it though, so I don't know what it's doing here. It might be like a challenge win, but if you manage to get a chance, it's called Embryon. Here's the layout. It's a really fun map if you just want some absolute chaos and to have a laugh. Yeah, don't think it's going to be meta, same as Adamants, but here we are. You never know. You never know of these maps. It did say the max was 400, which seems even lower than Adamants itself, so we got to keep an eye out for that, gamers. But apart from that, Embryon is just a wasteland which echoes and has a lot of mechs in there. So yeah. Now for some more changes. So we're going to start off with the 2 items which have been added. Easter egg item has been added. It's so much fun. And a knife weapon has been added, which is from the Butler, which I explained. It works like a shovel, does a fraction of damage, but is so fast. And people use auto clickers to use it now, so that's pretty cool. Bells make a sound when dropped. Dying is reworked. Bracken is fixed. Nutcracker strats have been removed where you crouch. The sprint crouch like strap, which made you be stealthy, is now patched out. You're slower uphill but faster downhill. But that is getting changed. That's going to be tweaked a little bit less. It is a bit too overpowered, so you're a lot slower uphill, which isn't what it's meant to be. The shovel's also been nerfed to £16. That is what we've found so far. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more stuff that we haven't even checked out yet, especially with like the older maps like Rend and stuff. Apparently, Rend I've heard a little bit about in the Lethal Company Discord, but I've got to have a look for myself. So that is everything we found out so far, but if you guys want to check in with us on twitch.tv/cappy_r and even subscribe to the channel, it would be amazing. And thumbs up the video if the information did help, but I think we just all need to dive in Lethal Company, get as many hours as possible, learn as much, because Lethal Company is a game full of mysteries, and we find out a lot of stuff a lot later than earlier. So yeah, there's probably going to be some interesting mechanics which we are missing as a community. But gamers, I will see you all next time. Bye-zy bye.